selected. Ready. Team settings and second choice coin toss option is set to with wind. Ready. Notification, TAY5233 sent you a login invite. Hold touchpad to open. And yes. Entering and yes. Entering home screen dynasty is selected. Act dynasty home you have 4 options. Continue is selected. Entering weekly advanced summaries. Entering my school update. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions. Entering searching pop-up searching for opponent. If opponent is not found, invite will be sent. Selected. Ready. Team setting. And defense. First. Second choice. Ready. Notification. TAY5233 has joined the lobby. Home team selection Ohio State Buckeye. Ready. Edit. Entering. Edit uniform. Ready. Home team selection Ohio State Buckeyes.
It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Entering play call screen.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a
Entering play
return.
call. Formation. Coaching. Formation. Wing offset. What? Trips Y over. Spread Y. Punch Y. Spread Y shot. Mesh.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Gets it out fast. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Right.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And they'll touch it dead at about the 40.
Entering play call. Coach. RP. Tack. Safety depth. Safety with coach suggest. Formate. Odd. You have 15 options. Cover 1 hole is selected.
Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy, the players this...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Audible. Spread.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. 3rd down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt.
Categories. There are 17 subcategories. Option set to Y off trick. Y off tricks. Y over.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number one versus number two. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Got it in the middle. It's Conley. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
A run for the quarterback.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter.
Tricks Y over.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the ground, he's got it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Options, off three, inside zone.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And This offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know, in this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Cover 1 hole is selected.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Cover 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Seam flat. Pass.
Running behind that left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
When you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State, it's amazing.
Reels it in on the left side. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythms. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Sayin. He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
Unleashes one. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
There are 8 categories.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
RPO bubble white. Empty outside zone.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
RPO, I'll go. AHB slip screen. RPO, AH. Spread, drip, spread, mesh. Jet touch pass. Right.
They'll move the tight end. With jet sweep pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Empty. PHP slip screen. PHP base. Punt. Trips HPWK. Array for double. AHD slip screen. Smash. AHD slip screen.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. To the air, it's Underwood. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And that's what I like most about this defense.
Entering paused screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering.
Shots and
entering
make big plays. They get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Zone drops. 3 over. Left exit 2 man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Flat.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Stretch.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Categories. You have 6 options.
Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy. A 42-yarder from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Entering paused screen, you have 5 options.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Zone drops goal from 8. 3 to odd. You have 15 options.
Offense working from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. That last completion sets him up on second down. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's incomplete.
From entering paused screen, you resume. Entering.
Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A full dive to haul that one in. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The penalty gets back a few, but it's still 3rd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Cover 3, cover 4 quarters.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by big tight end, makes the grab, it's a first down. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Cover 3 was made.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
You have 15 options.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Entering flip, Tampa 2.
Boy, love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Spread.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 37 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the back. There he goes. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. They'll ride the hot hand. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying.
Purdy on the Jets. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed. Coming from the outside, he was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Entering
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Cover 1 hole is selected.
On the ready.
Spread.
Down.
The give on the inside. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. So now it's 2nd and long.
Jay White.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown! Michigan.
Entering
And
play
the
call,
route
coach
is
suggestions.
on.
There are 8
And
categories.
that
You have
might
15
be a
options.
dagger. They
Have them
pushed the lead
selected.
out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Overload free scheme.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's White. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Try to drive ahead on 30 short. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense with the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back.
Entering, cover 4 drop, cover 3 match.
They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the School Up